Hey, I know I ain't made a gaming video in a long time. It's probably gonna be very far and few between. See if y'all can see all of this. Alright. Alright, what I'm playing is Hawken, and uh I'm playing a Generation 2 incinerator. I confused up my buttons right there. I was hitting my I forgot what it's called. Anyways, the thing it makes me fly. Yeah, there's not many people in here, so you'll get mixed in with a group of people and bots. But the one difference in this game, well, not the one difference, it's some of the bots actually play like players, which can catch you off guard. It's very easy to catch you off guard. There's a couple of online players. Uh, this is actually free on Xbox. I think it's also free on other platforms. I don't remember. I know that I think the computers online server got shut down. I wasn't trying to turn there, but it done it for me anyways. It could have went bad. Alright, so basically, incinerator is suppression, which I know I'm not playing like a suppressor, but I've found that if you play more up in their face, you tend to do a lot better. But you're also more of a support than you are a suppressor. Though I will say you have to be worried about being around teammates because you absorb their overheat. So if you ain't careful, you'll lock your guns down, even though you don't mean to. So like that red bar on the sides, it will show you how much overheat you have. But as an incinerator, if you're next to your teammate, you can actually pull their overheat out of them and use it as ammo. Because the gun that's on your right side is actually how you get rid of heat. Right now I have the Papa Bear equipped, which is the highest Gatling gun, and you can only fire it for like 3 seconds before you overheat. So you have to keep releasing it and spamming your right gun, which throws your overheat at the enemy as damage, not as overheat. Uh, Basically, you just throw fireballs at people, and they arc. They don't fly straight, so you gotta angle yourself correctly. Which is why I rather play up in their face, because if I'm right up on you, I ain't gotta arc my shots. I can just spam it in your face. Even though I ain't gonna hit all my shots. This makes more of a uh, quality over quantity type mech, but I like to play it as a quantity. Alright, so if I hit my right bumper, you'll notice my reticle changes, so does my right gun. My right gun, when it's in this mode, shoots off more heat. So it will almost deplete my heat entirely. With Papa Bear, you have to use it that way. Because even though you see me deplete my heat, Papa Bear is always close to shutting me down. Alright, shut myself down on accident there. Start firing, start angling around this corner so I can try and get somewhere, hopefully, to hit. And nope, that's no good. Right. Go for a hill, which is probably not a good idea. Right, I got it. enemy. Took out their heavy hitter right quick. Going to back up, spam fireballs, spam one that way, and of course, try and overheat the enemy so my teammates can hopefully get him. Alright, so some mechs have a heat purge. So press the button, it takes some time before they can get heat purge back. Heat purge, basically when your mech fully overheats, you can hit it and it completely reboots your guns instantly to where you can keep firing. But once they use it, it takes, I think, 30 seconds for it to be ready again. And in battle, it feels like almost an hour for it to be ready again. I'm not very good at this game, but I know enough about the mech that I chose to main to tell you how to use it. I'm throwing out overheat charges in front of me so that they can't push my position without overheating themselves way more than what they'd want to. A place to rest. It's not a good place, but it'll have to do. I got 4 kills. Right. Incinerator ain't as tanky as some of the other heavies. But it does just enough to get you through. My teammate thinks I stole his kill, but he was trying to steal mine, so I don't really care about that. Okay, I did steal that dude's kill. And maybe that one. But he can have that one if he can kill it. Yes! I got 2 streaks. The first streak is, I think, 5 kills get you a blue skull. Then the next is like 6 or 7. And I got like 2 blue streaks, I think, right there at the end before I died. So, I don't know, when this game picks up, it just feels amazing. So yeah, that was actual player, because their mech's customized. That's the enemy team. They won. No wonder they was kicking our butts. All the tiny ones are so fast. But that's not even the reason they're just so good. They're just... Oh. The tiny ones, I think, take a bit more effort to use. I mean, the big ones take their own effort. So, let's say, for every tiny one, you get like 1 kill, maybe per death if you're someone like me who ain't good with the tiny ones. The reason I use the bigger one is because they got bigger guns. They put out more power. The tiny ones, that's not to say they don't put out power, because they do. It's just they're more of a glass cannon. The big ones, like the incinerator, are your kind of tanky cannons. So I got 10, 100, and 15 health. Your better tanks on here have over that, I think. I believe that's also a, that one is a bot, I do believe. No, that's an actual name. That's also an actual name. So, yeah. Time for some suppression. And that dude walked into my fire, so that's probably a bot. That dude walked into my fire, so he's probably a bot. Let's see. Oh, and you have your like medic machines, uh, like the engineers, so they can like deal damage plus heal you. He kind of just stood there and allowed me to face tank his shots. Stole that kill. Didn't mean to. I was practically just fighting for my life, so... Just make it harder for them for a second. And now I'm gonna find me a spot to go heal. Let's get into an alcove in there. Yeah, I see you, little peckerhead. Come here. Would you quit saying enemy sighted? Alright. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. That's a very bad idea. Well, thank you for just trying to face tank all my rounds. That never works. Unless you got your armor on. And then it works. Oh, you're like a T-Rex. Short, stubby arms. Oh, and those little guys sneak up on you with the tow missile. Whew. I think I was behind enemy lines. Or else they're just all over the map now.
5 minutes remaining.
Alright, so here's what I was meaning by this. So you get fired, you can start shooting this at a much sooner stage, but it doesn't remove that much heat. This one, however, let me get near full heat. Pop it 3 times and you're down to no heat. So it's good. It works together. It works very well. Get rid of his teammate. Overheat myself on accident. Pop a heat charge. Start popping out. Trying to lay down some support. And I messed myself up. Whew. That dude was called the KD machine, so I'm pretty sure that was a bot. Sometimes you'll get bots that actually have clever names. Do not be fooled by them. And he put down a fake target, and he's back that way. He's healing. Okay, so you can look at the holograms, and if they crouch, that means the person who placed down the hologram is healing. So that will allow you to know who's healing, who's not healing. And this little dude's here. Oh, let me spin up my gun, please. Thank you. Okay, so if that was an actual player, or he could just be new to the game. Anyways. Oh, and the bots will type in chat, so if y'all can see the chat on the left side, they'll talk to you. The one I killed said, "I'm dead again." They'll also talk trash. They'll say thanks for the kill, and sometimes they'll say your gamer tag. Apparently I unlocked a achievement. Alright, so when this game used to be more popular, because it used to be extremely popular, they actually had a controller for it. The controller was ungodly expensive. So basically, you had a joystick, uh, a thing to move your machine forwards,
1 minute remaining.
And different buttons to activate different things. So yeah, I always wanted one. but they're like $1,000, I think, or close to it, and or they're just not sold anymore. So pretty much a collector's item. Uh, a controller specifically made for this game, not even just made for games like it in general. It was just specifically a hawking controller.
Mission success.
Which would have been very cool because you'd have, like, okay, so think of a boat where you move that thing forwards in order to use the gas. Uh, so it's much like that, where you push it forwards and the boat goes. Well, that's what you had on this controller on the left side. Is you'd push forwards and your mech would move, and then you had a joystick with triggers and buttons on it that you'd move around, and that's how you'd turn your mech. Uh, so like backwards for reverse, forwards for forwards. Then you'd have buttons on that little thing for like boost and then hover. Uh, and on that controller, it would have triggers, one for your right gun, one for your left. Uh, and then buttons for your two little consumables that you can use. Alright, so one thing I didn't show was on this one. Oh, let's wait until I can actually see what I'm doing before I try and show y'all. Alright, so let me build up some heat. Oh, too much. Alright, let's. Alright, so almost at full heat. That's good. You'd press A on this one, and you'd send out a shockwave of damage. So, like, let's say, you had an enemy almost dead, and they're about to kill you, but you have almost all your heat up. Well, if you press A during that, you'll send out that shockwave, and that's a hologram. You'll send out that shockwave, and it will take care of your enemy's last bit of health. As long as they don't kill you before your animation starts or ends. Don't specifically know how much of the animation has to finish in order for you to get the kill. It's not an instant. So, like, say they're at full health, they'll bring them down to either half or below half. So, say you got some teammates behind you and they can take out that enemy for you if you're willing to work with them. If you're willing to actually work with them, you will be able to. I'm trying to think. Too much is going on while I'm trying to explain this. So, like, if you're working with your team and you're overheating and you make a mistake and you're about to fully overheat, and the enemy is not too far away, if you get in the middle of those enemies, you can drop a pretty good portion of them to below health and just at half health. Uh, I said below health. I meant you can drop some below half health. Uh, and the heavier ones you'll just knock a notch off, and the mediums you'll bring to half health. So no matter what, it's still pretty good. I'm talking too much. But I'm just trying to explain a bit. Oh, that gun he has, the one that you just heard go Bert, uh, on these tiny ones, let's see. Yeah, right here. I'll use one of the tiny ones, even though I don't like using them. Um, these guns right here, if you are good enough with them, whew, yeah, I'm not good with these. That's why I went to heavies. I stole that dude's kill and I wasn't even trying to. I am sorry, teammate. Alright, I'm moving back to incinerator. I'm. Yeah, no. I met one dude on here. I could not, no matter how much I tried to beat him, that dude, like, he was just too good at the game. Uh, he used one of those smaller ones, the speedy ones, and he was like a little ninja on the battlefield. You couldn't even scratch him. Like, I could drop his health just a little bit. Like, when he was piloting it, it was like he was piloting a heavy, but he was one of these smalls, to where just a couple of my fireballs would wipe him out. But it was like he had armor on his. So basically, that's how I know he was really good, is because he could stay alive even though there was like three heavies trying to get him at once. And like, a lot of these heavy players are far better than me. Like, you can see me get like 10, maybe 15 kills a game. That dude had like 40 and only like a handful of deaths. And that's mainly because he got surrounded. It was never a one-on-one match that took him down. It had to be the entire team going up against him. And he wasn't cheating, because he would overheat. But once he overheat, he would skedaddle. Like, he would run away, because that's what you're supposed to do. But I don't know, he's just extremely good at it.
Double kill. Dominating. Mission success.
Apparently, I dominated someone. Probably that tiny one. Uh, but yeah, there's one heavy on here that's one of my favorites, but it's not my entire favorites. Uh, it can, like, the one on the end there where you seen its armor come down in front of it, it can do that, but it's got two uh, miniguns. I don't know if any of the other uh, mechs have the Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. Okay, so on this mech, on Generation 2 Incinerator, you get Mama Bear first. But if you was in the Gen 1 Incinerator, you get Baby Bear. Uh, I'd say your best bet for Generation 1 Incinerator, if you're going to use it, because I used it for a long time, it is a perfectly good one. So, like, Generation 1 looks nothing like the Generation 2. Well, I mean, it looks like it, but it doesn't look entirely like it. Where are my teammates? Okay, they're down there. I'm gonna go this way. Anyways, Generation 1, you get Baby Bear, which is a smaller minigun than the one you see right here, because this is Papa Bear. Mama Bear is slightly smaller than Papa Bear, but Baby Bear is way smaller. It also doesn't produce as much heat. So that's one way you use Baby Bear is you keep your incinerator at normal. You keep it like this to where you can launch multiple fireballs. That way you doesn't run out of heat too fast. Or not, yeah. So you don't run out of heat too fast. Because the way you have to work this mech is you have to keep heat up, but not too high. And you have to keep your fire rate up, but not long. So like, hold the fire for a little bit, let off, keep firing. Gonna look around. Yep, I knew you was up there. You cheeky thing, you. And I overheated because I wasn't watching myself. Alright. Which side you coming down on? Oh, you're not coming down. You're watching my teammates. I've seen the top of your head. Crap. Jump around. Okay, my teammates got him. Alright. Okay, so Baby Bear's good for Generation 1, but Mama Bear's where you want to go with it. For Generation 2, you want Papa Bear, which is the one I got right now. Papa Bear will overheat you like crazy. So you have to keep your incinerator in slot 2. Slot 2 will make it to where in one blast you get rid of all that heat that had accumulated. Let's go to my teammates, see if I can suck up some ambient heat off of them. Yep, there we go. And that will help me build heat until I can use my own. Remember, use your teammates like they're generators. It doesn't wrongly affect them, it actually helps them out a lot. Keep your heat up for a little bit. Your heat will go down naturally. You can just shoot your gun a couple of bits. But with Papa Bear, it takes him a long time to start up. So it's going to take you a little bit before you can use Papa Bear. So that's why I say use your teammates as batteries or generators until you can use Papa Bear with ease. Oh, and every once in a while, flick your camera a little bit so you send fireballs in not the same place. It'll help with scoring a kill every once in a while. Because if you don't know what you're doing, they don't know what you're doing. So every once in a while, throw something crazy in. For me, I naturally do it because I jerk my camera while I'm fighting. It's something I have to break in other games. In this game, it actually rewards my stupidity. So my Ugga Dugga brain gets to have its serotonin. Or not serotonin, what's the word? I think it's serotonin. I don't know. People who are smarter than me will know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, it makes you Ugga Dugga brain happy. And it's the one thing I can actually aim with. Because, like, if you do that and you keep just holding straight, you're eventually going to get to where they're just going to always expect you to shoot straight. Oh. Whew. I'm talking too much. My brain's having a hard time focusing and talking at the same time. That dude just, I don't know what hit him, but it hit him hard. Oh, but that one that took me out is kind of like a sniper, basically. Uh, I can't use it because I jerk my camera too much. If I'm close up on people, different story. Uh, I think I made him poop his pants a little. Oh crap! He gonna get me. Alright, get behind here a little bit. Alright.
Mission success.
Alrighty. Oh. 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 Popped my neck that time and everything popped. That felt weird, but it felt good. Oh. But yeah, that's Hawken. I'm gonna let y'all go. Uh, I've had a lot of fun. So basically, Hawken works uh, pretty good. It's a very good game. Anyways, y'all have a good day.